2024 is now the Pearl Harbor of the Australian breakdance
What?
community, and there's now a bunch of reports claiming that this influencer scammed the Olympics for a free vacation. So that's what we're going to try to get to the bottom of in today's video. As it's safe to say a lot of interesting things happened in the Paris 2024 Olympics, but nothing compared to what happened in the debut of the new Olympic sport, breakdancing. Now, obviously, we've all seen breakdancing, from the crying Asian kid throwing down the wildest windmill helicopter, to more mainstream acts like the Jabberwockies.
Well, that is true.
So there's a
Why weren't
wide
they in the
range for
Olympics?
breakdancing. So how does this work in the Olympics? Well, the winner was determined by a panel of judges who scored each performance based on 5 criteria, each worth a 50
at least once a week.
The criteria were technique, vocabulary, execution, musicality, originality, how the breaker wows the audience by making the dance of their own. And it's safe to say the one we're covering today definitely wowed the audience. Probably not in the way that she intended to, but at least it was very original.
Yeah, I seen that they weren't gonna have breakdancing in the Olympics anymore. I didn't know why, but I did see everybody in the comments blaming yo, damage the ball, appreciate the fall. I did see everybody in the comments like blaming Australia. I didn't know why though.
So meet Rachel Gunn, a now Olympic breakdancer, as she lists on her profile proudly. And she's apparently been breakdancing for a decade. Hard to believe when you saw her Olympic performance, but it definitely checks out if you do some research on her, as there's plenty of old articles to prove this. Here's an article from 2021 where apparently she's the #1 B-girl in all of Australia. And I also found a clip of her breakdancing here in 2012.
2012. Oh, so she has been doing it for a while.
Yeah, that definitely looks like her. Then you have another one here. How Rachel Gunn is breakdancing her way to the Paris Olympics. The Aussie trailblazer opens up. And then it goes on to ask, like, what was your training for the Olympics involved? I can imagine it must be intense. I train for 3 or 4 hours a day doing a mix of strength and conditioning, cardio, and flexibility work, and add on to focusing on different aspects of breaking. Pop rock, footwork, power, freezes, as well as preparing for battles. We train outside on the street at night, and I love that breaking has got that accessibility, even though it's a part of the games. It checks out. It seems like she's
breakdancing being a part of the Olympics is kind of crazy though.
Either the bar is catastrophically low in Australia, which I don't really believe, or she was just straight up trolling in the Olympics. Here's caption: this is Rachel Gunn. She has a PhD in cultural movement and convinced Australia to pay her for a trip to the Paris Olympics. She participated in breakdancing and got 0 points. Because what is this? I would have gave her points for creativity. The jump was the most oh, the water sprinkler, dude. She is doing. These are some legendary moves. What is that, like a curling thing, like a big step?
Look, if anything, bro, that just gives them a reason to bring her back, bro. She's there for the entertainment, bro. She's an entertainer at the end of the day. She in her bag though.
I'm actually impressed that her opponents had a straight face here. I feel like this is the first time ever I've watched an Olympic performance and gone, oh, I can do that. That's just never happened before. And she was extremely confident before she went to the Olympics.
I think my understanding of musicality going into breaking was very strong.
Your background's in ballroom dancing, right?
Yeah, I did ballroom for many years, and I also did jazz and tap and some hip hop as well.
Is there any kind of parallels between the two?
Look, I mean, I think my understanding of musicality going into breaking was very strong. My body awareness, my coordination, my eye for technique has been much stronger going into the dance.
But I guess the crime to the Australian people here is somehow she was selected to represent the Australian Olympic team. And this has created a lot of speculation, with articles claiming that the Australian breakdancer rigged the Olympic qualifier for free Paris vacation. That is such a far-fetched title, but also when you see her performance, it's like, wait a second, did this actually happen? And here the tagline of this article says, it has come to light that Dr. Rachel Gunn, aka Ray Gunn, manipulated the Olympic qualifier by setting up her own governing body, denying grants to underprivileged performers, and allowing her husband to coach the national team. Australians have started a petition demanding an investigation and an apology. That sounds extremely far-fetched. I'm not sure if I buy that.
Look,
but
I don't know if she just wanted a free vacation, bro. Like, hey, she did go out there and she did break dance. It just wasn't like at a level that anyone would have expected. If anything, she gets a 10 out of 10 for creativity. I don't think anybody at the Olympics was doing no moves like that. However, that's really about all that you can give her points for.
as of now, Change.org has actually removed that petition for violating their community guidelines. So, I mean, so far, her denying grants of underprivileged dancers, that just sounds way too far-fetched. But now the Australian Olympics Commission has condemned this petition as well. And here they actually laid out the following facts. The Oceania qualifying event held Sydney in October 2023 was conducted under the Olympic qualification system determined by the International
Oh, wait, what? 2014. I'm sure the music's gonna be copyrighted. That's why I'm just gonna go ahead and mute it. Oh. Yeah, they used to, yeah, bro, I used to watch movies like this. I'm not gonna lie. I used to watch movies like that, where, like, they'd be doing all, like, the stepping shit and all that. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like,
as approved by the International Olympic Committee. The judging panel for the event was selected by the WDSF and consists of 9 independent international judges who were brought to Australia specifically to provide fair, transparent education. That's not education. That's... Play the Google Translate for that.
Adjudication.
The event was conducted by AusBreaking under the Auspices of Dance Sport Australia and the WDSF and complying with WDSF guidelines. Athletes from 4 countries, Australia, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, and Fiji competed. Dr. Rachel Gunn, in winning the Oceania Breaking Championship in October 2023, was legitimately nominated by Dance Sport Australia to the AOC for selection of the Australian Olympic team. Dr. Rachel Gunn holds no position with AUS Breaking or Dance Sport Australia in any capacity. She is simply an athlete who competed in the qualifying event, which she won. There was no appeals from any athlete. Dr. Gunn has no responsibility for any funding decisions of her sport. Mr. Samuel Free is a coach who holds no position with AusBreaking or Dance Sport Australia in any capacity and was not a judge for the qualifying event. Australian Olympic team chef de mission, Anna Mears, was not involved in the qualifying event or nomination of athletes. Dance Sport Australia and the athletes received no federal government funding. The AOC provided high-performance funding to Dance Sport Australia for breaking and its own financial resources. The Australian Olympic Committee fully funded the Australian Olympic team's campaign to Paris. No federal taxpayer funds were sought nor provided for the Olympic team's Paris campaign. The $25 million cost for the team was met entirely by the Australian Olympic Committee. Okay, so that leaves me with a question. Was this event just not advertised enough? Because something just seems extremely off about this. How and or why is Australia lacking so far behind all of the other nations when it comes to breakdancing? When, I mean, normally Australia does very well in summer Olympic sports. But Rachel has now responded twice to her performance. The first time, she responded by saying, "Don't be afraid to be different. Go out there and represent yourself. You never know where it's going to take you." Ray Gunn. And she went silent for about 6 days after that, with people commenting, "As a 3-time Olympian who almost died twice in my journey for the Olympic Games, I feel the value of the Olympian brand has been severely diminished by this spectacle. The original Olympic motto is Sidious Altius Fortius, faster, higher, stronger, yet nothing about her performance remotely embodied the Olympic spirit. To make matters worse, she scored a grand total of 0 points, and she's from a nation with a proud sporting tradition. Let's think logically about this. Honestly, I'm furious this was allowed to occur at the Olympics."
Hey, look, bro, at the end of the day, we talking about breakdancing, gang. Like, at the end of the day, we talking about dancing, bro. And if that's the case, Australia shouldn't have had her represent the country then.
It was selfish
Or
and
the
short-sighted,
continent.
and I truly believe it contributed to a negative view on breakdancing in the Olympics. This only served to punish the actual breakdancing community and was selfish and
Had to break
embarrassing
dance upside
oversight
down?
of Australia. Don't have a good enough contender? Don't compete. No
Kinda hard to
sweat.
do anything
I can't
upside down.
breakdance either. You're not different. You're completely unqualified. So clearly, people were not a fan. And as I said previously, it was just complete radio silence for her for about 6 days until she posted this video right here.
Hi everyone, Raygun here. I just want to start by thanking all the people who have supported me. I really appreciate the positivity and I'm glad I was able to bring some joy into your lives. That's what I hoped. I didn't realize that that would also open the door to so much hate, which has frankly been pretty devastating. Well, I went out there and I had fun. I did take it very seriously. I worked my butt off preparing for the Olympics.
I see at least 6.
I gave my all, truly. I'm honoured to have been a part of the Australian Olympic team and to be part of breaking's Olympic debut. What the other athletes have achieved has just been phenomenal. In regards to the allegations and misinformation floating around, I'd like to ask everyone to please refer to the recent statement made by the AOC, as well as the posts on the Ozbreaking Instagram page, as well as the WDSF Breaking for Gold page. Bit of a fun fact for you.
She don't got no
There are
lips for
actually
real.
no points in breaking. If you want to see how the judges thought I compared to my opponents, you can actually see the comparison percentages across the 5 criteria on Olympics.com. All the results are there. I'm going to be in Europe for a few weeks for some pre-planned downtime, but I'd really like to ask the press to please stop harassing my family, my friends,
What's her family got to
the
do with it?
Australian breaking community, and the broader street dance community. Everyone
Why is she
has
talking
been
about the
through a
street
lot
dance community like
as
she
a
the
result
leader?
of this, so I ask you to please respect their privacy.
That's probably what a normal person would
I'll
say.
be happy to answer more questions on my return to Australia. Thanks, everyone.
Okay, wait. Olympics, breakdance, female results. That's interesting because when you Google it, it says she still received 0 points. So there just must be a whole bunch of articles misinforming everyone about this, if that's actually true. Let's see. Olympics results. Breaking. I don't get what she's talking about here. Okay, so you have Group B Battle 4. You have Logistics versus Raygun. Logistics, I guess, was from the US. And here, Logistics received 18 votes and Rachel Gunn received 0 votes. So I'm trying to find what she's talking about.
She's
It is
good.
correct that she didn't receive a single point because she didn't receive a single vote. So yeah, here you clearly see where she received like no votes and thus 0 points. So sure, maybe they're not called points, but there's definitely 0 here. So if they're called votes or whatever they're called, it's 0, 18, 0, 18, 0, 18 to all 3 of the times she competed. So definitely a confusing statement here. The top comment on her post says, "What do you have to say to the people whose opportunities you stole?" It's just an unfortunate situation. It's unfortunate that she represented Australia in this way, which has then caused a whole bunch of backlash. The majority of the backlash is people essentially just thinking that her performance was hilarious. And then you have the people who are genuinely upset that she took someone else's opportunity and or made a
Look, bro, at the end of the day, bro, we need a combination of people who are going to be entertaining to put more eyes on the Olympics and people who are like physically like just better than everybody else. So that way, like, you know, those people are there. And she's really, like, just on the entertaining side, bro, at the end of the day. So, like, hey, she ain't really take no opportunity for real. I don't think there's anybody else who could have, you know, entertained the way that she entertained at the Olympics, though.
A
You know what I'm
joke
saying?
out of their sport.
We need both, though.
Many people are extremely passionate about. I feel like the
There's
Australian
Ethiopian
Olympic Commission is really to blame here, not really Rachel, as I'm assuming she just showed up and was the best performer there. How that happened is completely beyond me, but I mean, considering her extremely long breakdancing career, I doubt that she breakdanced for 12 years to maybe get a shot at getting a free vacation to the Paris Olympics.
Yeah, I don't think she just did that to scam. I think she, maybe within the qualifier, she actually breakdanced for real. But then when she saw the competition, she was like, I'm just finna play around on some shit. Now, for her to play around 3 separate times, I ain't know she did it that many times. I thought she was just a one and done. She lost, boom, she out of the tourney. That's tough. Because now it's like, damn, alright, bro. Maybe she shouldn't have, maybe she shouldn't have played so much. Maybe she should have got serious and really got in her bag at some point. But somebody on the Olympic team said, hey, you're going to represent the country. So don't really blame her. Blame them. If you're going to blame anybody.
A little bit far-fetched. It's an interesting conspiracy.
Look, I think we needed her, though, because think about it. Nobody would be talking about the breakdancing Olympic sport other than people just saying, oh, wait, breakdancing is an Olympic sport? That would literally be it. So I think if anything, she just, you know, she's a necessary evil. Necessary evil. I don't think it's evil at all, but you know what I mean?
But it seems like it's only a conspiracy.
Yeah, and they also removed breakdancing from the Olympics
Yo, can you, gang, back up, bro?
now, so it will not be returning for the next games in Los Angeles.
And that's so crazy to me. Oh my, bro, I forgot the Olympics are coming to America, bro. The Olympics are coming to America. The World Cup's coming to America. Yo, these next couple years are about to be tough, bro. I'm not gonna lie. This shit about to be crazy.
She didn't run into the police with.
Yeah, I'm for sure, bro. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to try to go to the Olympics for handball, bro. I'm telling you. Handball and walking. If I could be a dual Olympian, I would. But one of those two things I will be going to the Olympics for, bro. I'm telling you. 2028.
Wheelchair and lie about it on national television.
He lied about being in a wheelchair? Oh, that's weird. Oh, he probably stole a lot of donation money then if that's the case. There's no way she's the best Australia has to offer. She has no videos showing any impressive moves. Looks like she's only been breakdancing for a week. It's like when a little kid just watch this and does random movements. Nah, facts, gang. Facts, bro. Facts. This is a good vid, though. I can't even lie. This is good, though. It's good.